Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Dan Plays Games from the Elder Times. And of course, I am Dan, and the game I'm currently playing through is the 1988 Advanced Dungeons & Dragons game Pool of Radiance, which is new on Steam this year, so I've never played through it. Figured I'd try it. Taken me a while as a completely new player, finding my way around this kind of old school game that predates mouse support and things like that. So let's get back into it. Hope you're doing well this Thursday evening. As usual, I'm going to pull up the code wheel that gets through the copy protection here in our our first ever gold box game, right? Super successful series that this started off. Very, very fine pedigree with the scenario creators working for TSR at the time. Okay, so I got an Elvish rune here, which is a little pixelated on screen. There we go, this one. And then I got a Dwarven rune that kind of looks like a letter D. That's easy to find. Okay, follow the dash dot line, dash dot dot, and this says temple. Got it. Hey, NPR. Good to see you tonight. Hope you're well. Kind of cooled off a little bit in New York today, which is not bad for some of us. Let me load my game here. So, last time, I think I basically cleared out the so-called keep area that had like mostly wandering undead, a giant ambush, and then a bunch of ghosts and spirits that were actually helpful if you knew the right code word. Got some magic weapons, but I did lose. I lost about a third of my party to these poison scorpions, which of course is just instant death in classic D&D. So I did lose 2 NPCs plus my main cleric, which kind of stung. R.I.P. Payton. I think I'm going to miss her, actually. Hey, Simon. I'm going to try my darndest to not let the monsters rejoice tonight. So this is my standard goal, to make the monsters unhappy, which is not what usually happens. But yeah, losing Payton last time from the poison, she actually was my highest hit point PC, my only 3rd level cleric that gave me access to 2nd level spells. So that actually kind of hurt. I am going to try, people were already telling me to get rid of the NPCs even prior to that point. So I am going to try to go forward with the 6 PCs that I currently have, which is the maximum the game allows. And I brought in Harton last time as our new clerical specialist. So there's Harton here. Again, I'm taking the ability scores pretty much whatever the first roll comes out, instead of optimizing that. And we did find that magical weapon that Harton's carrying now, the hammer +1 last time in so-called keep. So that's kind of cool. I am, with six PCs, right, when the fight starts, I have 3 in the first row, which is Griffith, Cadell, Rollin. I have 3 in a back row, which is Maelwyn, Hartwin, and near Jerini. And it's really nice, in advanced D&D, it's really nice having bows because, of course, you can shoot twice per round. You get double attacks with a bow in classic D&D. And the problem is, near Jerini can't use a bow because she's a full wizard. Harton can't use a bow because he's a full cleric. And the only one back there that, in the 2nd row that can use a bow is just Maelwyn. So, I don't know, if something terrible happens to Harton, I hope not, but if something terrible happens to Harton, I might bring in another multi-class cleric fighter, actually, so they can use a bow from the 2nd rank. We'll see how that goes. You know, it's news to me. Thank you guys for telling me. It's news to me that there's a 6-level level cap in the game. So that is something that I absolutely didn't know about until last week. So that's kind of interesting to hear about. I do have people that are, I guess Peyton was probably the highest level, right? I had the NPC that had actually reached 4th level. Okay, so Griff is 3rd level. So I guess I do get 2nd level spells from him. He is carrying around a whole person there. That might be it, right? The cleric, like you're pointing out, the clerics level up faster than anybody else. So I guess maybe everybody else is 2nd. Okay, Nirjarini is third level magic user, so there's that. So again, kind of hoping, kind of depending on the exponential experience in classic D&D, hopefully Harton will level up pretty fast because other people are earning more experience. Yep. And the other thing I learned last time is that when you do get rid of a character, it says that you throw them in a ditch, which I felt really awful about. Yeah. Okay, interesting. So let me see. Stuff I ought to be doing right now. I ought to go to the city clerk and see if I get a mission award for so-called keep, which I do think I cleared out last time. So I'll do that. I'm gonna pay real close attention if I run into scorpions in the future to notice the difference between giant scorpions and just huge scorpions, because one you can use sleep against, and not the other. And then once I get hopefully my mission award here, the goal for tonight is to clear out the rest of the Coden's Well area. I think I scoured out about half of the upstairs part, about half of the downstairs part, and some of you remembering that I did manage to finish off Norris the Grey, but didn't comprehensively search his lair. So maybe I'll go back in there, try to finish that off, and once that's done, that opens up the areas past Coden's Well. There's Podal Plaza, which supposedly has like an auction for an evil magic item or something happening. And then south of it, there's supposed to be Mendor's Library, which I was told in-game last time that Mendor's Library supposedly had clues to the evil that was coming to Phlan, but it was overrun. So maybe I can get in there and get some of those clues out. But what I do is clear out the Kudo's Well area, because then that gives me a path to both those places. Yep. And good point, right? If I see large scorpions, I'll know that I can really beat up on those guys. Okay. Anyway, so off screen, I between last week and this week, I did kind of bookkeeping type stuff. I got rid of some random gear. I rested up. I memorized spells again, stuff like that. Moved the magic items that I'd gotten around. Maybe I should take a look at that. So we did get a kind of a nice cache of magic items in that secret part of Sokol's Keep. So I tried to give everybody like one or two. So here's Griffith with a magic shield and a magic mace in the front row there. Here is Cadell, now has a magic short bow, a magic longsword. Again, I would love them to be shooting bows, but in the front like that, they probably won't for a while. Rollin has magic armor, sword, short bow. Here's Malin with magic bow and some magic arrows if I need that. Even Harton has that hammer +1 there. And then Nirjarini, has had the bracers of armor for a while. So kind of spread that out. You notice that I actually arranged it at every single person except the wizard has AC 1. So I kind of smoothed out the magic armor and protections and like that. And so everybody's got first class armor, we might say. So we're trying. Okay, so do I have a mission award coming up? I hope so. Ah, geez, come on. I will get into the clerk here momentarily. All right, at your entry, the council clerk begins looking through a stack of papers. Before I can offer any commissions, I must see if you are due a current reward. I'm hoping the answer is yes. The clerk speaks. With Sokal Keep in our hands, we can use boats to bypass the barren river. Here is your reward. Well, there you go. The party has found treasure. Each character receives 1,300 experience points. Holy crap. That's a crap load of experience. Good Lord. That's like a whole first level almost. That's the majority of like getting from first to second level. That's crazy talk. See what I got here. Okay, that's a crap load of money. That's cool. Share that out. Exit. I mean, I might be able to level up multiple people from that. The clerk shuffles through her papers. On the matter of commission, she says, I can offer the following. And let me pull up my notes here. See if I get anything else. The council is offering a reward for books, maps, tomes, etc., which provide useful information about Phlan before the fall. Yep, we had that before. You know, maybe that library might have some of that kind of stuff. A weapon of great power is to be auctioned to our enemies. This auction is to be held in Podal Plaza. So again, both these areas are past Kudo's Well area to the west. So that's kind of what I'm focused on at the moment. Junior Councilman Cordona has a special commission for you. His chambers are through the east door. This is new. Just gonna keep my own journal here while I do this. Through the east door. These are all of the commissions currently available. Okay. I'm gonna go east here. Can I do that? Interesting. So this is new. When old Phlan was overrun, a family treasure was hidden in the western building of the Textile complex. So I'm wondering, is that part of the slums area? The faithful servant sent to fetch it never returned. The complex is just south of Podal Plaza. Okay, that's different. Bring the treasure to me and you will be well rewarded. Well, that seems good. So looking in the Adventurer's Journal, that would be... Oh, there's a whole block. There's a whole block called Cadorna Textile House. Okay, well, that reads. All right, so that might be sitting on my list for a while because it's got like at least 2 or 3 blocks I got to go through to get there. Yeah, there weren't that they're Yep. Okay. For what it's worth, that treasure I can rewind if we need to, but that treasure only had platinum and, well, I guess something else starting with G that had 4 letters in it is how my mind tracked that. Interesting. So you know what? Okay. So 2 things I want to do here. One is Check to see if anybody can level up. And 2 is to make sure that their move rates didn't go down with that treasure, actually. So, 4,000 does get you to 3rd level fighter, actually. So, Griffith ought to be able to go up. Yeah, Cadell ought to get a level of fighter. I'm going on memory again, so if I make a mistake with this, feel free to correct me. Not for... Can he get a level of thief, actually? Not sure about that one. Okay, she can level up in magic. Geez, almost everybody's going to go up from that. Okay, no, cleric. No, he can, oh my god, everybody's going to level up. What is that? The wizard goes 2,500, 5,000, 10,000, I think, if that's right. Okay, so not near Jerini. Wizards cost less. Okay, great. Spectacular. Okay, now except that now I might not have enough money for all this, right? Yeah, I am worried about the money now. So it costs 200 platinum to level up. Maybe I could sell that jewelry there. So it's like 140 times 3. Geez, yeah, actually, I'm really cash constrained, aren't I? I'm going to go sell the gems jewelry that I have to kind of give me some space. You know, among the things that really hurt last time, right, is I think I spent 1,000 gold pieces to try to cast Neutralize Poison on Payden, not totally seeing what was happening with that. And I think some of us agree if I'd cast Neutralize Poison plus Raise Dead, and I don't have enough money for that, I would have gotten her back, but as it was just 1,000 down the drain. Okay, so that'll help. Oof. Yes, great. Okay, so that's a crap load of money. That's good. So I'll share out what I have and then walk out. I think that's enough for everybody now. Jewelry is nice. Jewelry, when it's multiple thousands of gold pieces, that is a good deal in classic D&D. You could almost argue by the book in classic D&D that your party is just trying to find gems and jewelry is really what the game comes down to. I think I'm about to spend pretty much all of that here. Okay, so clerics through the west door, so that's Harden. I definitely want to double his hit points if I can. Do I have enough money? I need 200, right? It's weird that I always have to like hit exit twice, like a separate cycle of hitting exit on the trades. Anyway, so here comes Harton being second level. Oh! God, I rolled 1 for the hit points, of course. Ah, God. Well, such is life. And that's why it's not very long sometimes. Yeah, you might be right there. I guess you might be right. Okay, so that's my cleric. So now I have to get out of here. Okay, Malin can level up. Okay. Oh, great. Okay, so here goes. So here's Malin picking a new first level spell. See, you know, I am going to go. Okay, so I am going to go Charm Person. So partly because this is what I do in a normal game of D&D, and I understand Charm Person isn't going to be quite the game changer that it is in tabletop D&D, where you like get a new member of your party basically almost ad infinitum. But I want to try it out, so I'll go for this. So there's that. Might not be the best choice, but I kind of want to see how Charm Person works in this game. So my other folks... Let's get focus back over here. Our thieves are fighters. I'm having a little difficulty with my keyboard here tonight. So here's the dueling room, and I got to go through the dueling master here. You know, I was testing offline, and tell me if this is like crazy talk, but I did like a test duel, and I discovered that you can duplicate your magic items, like because you're basically fighting a mirror image of yourself, right? I had one of my characters fighting a mirror image of themselves, having a magic item, and once the fight was over, I took the carbon copy magic item off the person that I defeated, and now I had two of them. I don't know if that's a known thing or a bug or what that is. So I don't know if people use that. We train only thieves here. Do you want to train? Yes. Name like Rollin. Okay, so there's Rollin as a third level thief, for what that's worth. And then I have people that are going to go up and fighter. Of course, I've given away all of his money. Oh, dumb. I'm still in the thief place, aren't I? Yeah, I mean, I guess I didn't save it, but that totally happened. For what it's worth, it was actually Harton. I was just like practicing playing with Harton, and by the end of it, he had 2 +1 hammers. I don't know, maybe that's the only time that's ever happened. Who knows? A bunch of crazy things happen to me all the time. So here I am training Griffith. Just looking at my hit point roster here. Boy, I am not getting good hit point rolls. He only got 3. And here's Cadell. Only got 4. Boy. That is not super great. Maelwyn got 2. Harton got 1. I think those are all under average hit point results. Anywho, so I think that's all my leveling up. So I will save this. And back in. I guess I have to memorize one spell, I guess. 2. Yeah, if you have a copy, I mean, try that and just see if I was hallucinating or not. I mean, it's funny because it's not like I got any other stuff from the carbon copy character. The only thing that popped out was just the one magic item that they had. Great. So now Griffith went up in fighter. Okay, so Maelwyn usually runs around with sleep. Sleep's still useful on anything up to 4 hit dice. You know what? I actually am going to go with another copy of sleep, actually. Harton gets another cleric spell, and I will go with another cure there. And that's it, right? Doesn't it, 1 cleric, 1 magic user. I guess that's it. Yeah, that 4+4, that was the, you know, I've never had that come into play until those huge scorpions. I've never seen, again, you know, playing original D&D, things don't have a +4 hit point bonus. What gets logged in my head is ogres with 4+1 being the top thing you can hit with sleep, and I have never had that 4+4 actually make any difference until those huge scorpions. So lesson learned. All right, so there's enough city stuff for tonight. Let's go see if I can clear up the rest of the well area. And oops. Just get some of my maps that I've been making on the side here. You are by the gateway to the unsettled areas. The city watch watches you closely. So obviously these are the slums, and you know what? There's still that wizard in the center that I guess some people go and fight. But I haven't done it yet. Bash this down. Bash that down. They love their unclean stables here. Somebody's got to have a clean stable, I think. I have seen some clean stables in my life, so I think somewhere there ought to be one. Okay, so here is the Kudos Well block. Okay, so I've mostly scoped out the top right and the center. But the rest of it I have not cleaned out. So let's try to do that now. Interesting. Well, that's interesting to Sparrow. Maybe I should go check, because there was somebody else that was saying I usually go do the quest and then I go fight him right afterwards, is what somebody said. You know what, let's look around this top middle part here. rapidly getting lost. I'm going to do some localized searching as I do this. I feel like I get in some habits, like with the slums, it felt like there was a lot of stuff around, and these other places don't quite have quite that much content that I got used to. So this passage here would go to the next place over, which is Podol's Plaza, which I'm not trying to do right now. I totally agree, Despero. I think the I'm pretty sure the UI told me explicitly that the lower level was safe once I got rid of Norris. Is there no way into that? I guess I can't get to that space in the top left, I guess. Just became night, interesting. You know, one thing with the magic items that I have now that's nice is you probably heard me kvetching about wanting to have some way, like when I start off playing D&D with low-level characters, I'm worried about the very first time that I run into werewolves or a wight or something like that is only hit by that is not hit by normal weapons. So for a while there, I was trying to get either silver or magic weapons, but now I'm pretty okay on that. This is an interesting little space there. So maybe, I mean, by ending Norris the Grey's, like the whole upstairs and downstairs safe all of a sudden. These are kind of interesting little spaces here. Interesting. Oh, there's a little fountain there. That's cool. A very flat 2D fountain, but. Whoops, have I gone? I've gone to another block. I didn't mean to do that. So I think this is actually the library area, right? Didn't actually mean to do that. You know, I'm gonna save it right now just to because I always get in this like, oh, this is a very easy part, and then I get jumped by something horrible. Okay, there we go. A lizard, right? Lizardmen. So, right. So previously, it was like a lot of 2-hit die monsters around here. Gnolls, lizardmen is what we're running into. A lizardman leads a pack of giant lizards on patrol before a door that has been nailed closed. Seeing you, the monsters attack. Okay. So interesting. So giant lizards. What, 3 hit dice, if I recall? Let me just look around. Okay, okay, it doesn't seem too bad to me. Let's take a shot at the guy who's leading them. Yeah, so I really see this is the part of Hearten not having any ranged weapons that kind of hurts. Well, here I am violating my principles, but I'm going to throw oil at him. Yeah, didn't do any good. Okay, so here's Maelwyn. I might as well just cast Sleep is what I'll do. Okay, like here. Just one. Okay. All right. So I think there are 3 hit dice. Maybe there are 4. So here's Griffith. Oh, nice. And you know, I'm gonna have her cast Sleep too. Well, wait. Stinking Cloud might be nice. So it's got range 3. Yeah, you know what? This would be really nice, actually. Now that's interesting. That last lizard there, I was personally wondering if it would, if for a large creature like that, if I had to hit the head space particularly. So even though I just hit the tail space, it still got affected by it, which is kind of nice. So there's that. So now Cadell. That's interesting. Cool. And it's pretty nice. If they're helpless, then they're your one attack from killing them. Whoops. It's interesting. It's not saying that guy is running away per se, so I'm not entirely sure what they're doing. Delay. So obviously, the mistake I'm about to make is to run through my own Stinking Cloud. Delay. I guess that's it. Okay. That's dope. That's too bad. I guess I didn't confirm the move rates, eh? Like I said I was going to do. Okay, so now it's fleeing in panic. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right, so each character receives 78 experience points. Not too bad. And I guess there's no treasure there because it's not giving me a take or a share option. So there's that. Okay, let me look where I am. Okay, so I'm not finding anything fancy in this area. Let me save what I got right now. I'm just going through checking my move rates. That's not good. Right, so Catel's the one that sold the jewelry for a crap ton of money. View, trade. This 300. Does that work? Okay, so Cadell's now at 6. Rollins at 9. Mailwin's at 6. Harton's at 6, which is the best you can do in plate mail. And now Nirjarini usually for my, who's my incredibly strong magic user that I use for the mule. That looks better to me. Okay, let me save that. All right, I'm gonna look around the sides of this complex here. Nothing there. Nothing there. So it seems like they were so a door that's nailed shut could be a prisoner, could be like a cursed shrine, could be something much worse than the lizards. Let's find out. The door has been nailed shut. Will you force it open? Yes, because we're like that. The door is freed. Oh. A wide-eyed woman is seated on a rug at your entry. She stands. Greetings, bold ones. I have long awaited your coming. My time here is short, for the world enters a new age. An evil spirit from an unholy pool guides your enemies. It hides behind a fair countenance. Be not deceived. With that, the woman is gone. Holy smoke. Literally. Well, that seems important. It's starting to dawn on me that there might be like an important pool in this game, because that's been mentioned a couple times in game. So I think I'm going to be on the lookout for possibly important, possibly magical pool. I'm just guessing here. I'm just saying. So with that, I think that's pretty much all of the upstairs. Actually, let me just search. Ooh. I finally remembered to search. Beneath a rug, you find a compartment containing arms and armor. Do you take them? Well, yeah, I do. Thanks to Sparrow. Now I see your message. Yeah. Oh, geez. Okay, so each character receives 533 experience points. That's a good chunk of change. Let's see what we got here. Cool. Take banded mail, a quarterstaff, and bracers. That might be even better armor for my magic user. That's cool. Just make sure her... Okay, so that's... Now she's burdened. Can I trade... Oops, that's the wrong interface. Yeah, I mean, I really don't like having her move down, so I think I'm just going to drop all this stuff. I'm kidding. Okay, now is Harton burden down? No. Okay, that's what you'd be with plate mail, so that actually works. So basically, Nirjarini's got all the treasure, and then Harton's got the banded mail. Okay. Well, you know, I really like having the mobility. If I'm trying to get a spell in the right place, having my wizard be able to move around quickly seems pretty important to me. Could be crazy. Anyway, so now everybody's 6 or 12. Cadell, he's only down by 1 point, right? Apparently, I don't know Cadell's hit points now because thought that was his max hit points. I think he's only down by 1 from if I recall what the interface said. I think he got hit by 1 for 1 point of damage. Do a little more searching here. Okay, so I think that's the end of the upstairs part of Kudo's Well, if I'm correct. I think I've searched all this stuff. Maybe, I guess maybe not the far bottom right. So I guess I'll do that. I'm currently down 1 sleep spell in the Stinking Clouds, so I'm gonna press my luck a little bit. Can't get in there. Okay, I think that's it. I think that I'm pretty sure that's. Just checking. I've been in here before. Okay. Okay, so pretty sure that's the end of the upstairs part of Kudo's Well. So. Yeah, so check that off. That's good. So now I can look at the downstairs part, which I've been in, had the big fight. I haven't mapped it out yet. So here I am with the well. I will climb down. You slowly climb down the slippery rungs. Just above the waterline, a secret door has been left ajar in the south wall. Do you want to climb up the rungs? The answer is no, because I'm going to stay here. Okay. No, I guess I'm looking at the wrong thing here. Right, I haven't mapped out any of this stuff. So, I guess, fortunately or unfortunately, so I beat Norris the Grey, and perhaps I forgot to search the area. So I think this space is safe. I think I can encamp here. And in fact, you know what? Let me just test that. I actually will encamp here. So a couple things I can do is top off my spells. Not you. Not you, but you. And get Cadell's hit point back. I think if I rest 1 day, that'll happen. Yeah, okay, so Cadell has 18 hit points. So he also must have gotten 1 hit point on the last level up. Jeez. Anywho, so yeah, so I can encamp here. That's good to know. Good to confirm. And what I'm going to turn, so it's not, since I think this is safe, I am going to turn on the perma search facility there. And then, well, that's interesting. Okay, so here's the benefit of me having the search on. So I'm going to try to just basically search all these areas here. It feels like there was a space there that I... So now that I know there's some illusionary walls, I'm going to intentionally run into some of the walls once in a while to try to see if I can get through a space. Seems like... Seems like this kind of L-shaped space I'm not getting into. The treasure was supposed to be in that northeast corner area. Northeast. Yeah, let me try that. Thanks. I certainly don't want to completely miss out on some big treasure. Here. I mean, so if that's it, is it in the same place as the fight was? Or is this a different place than where the fight was? Got it. Yeah, I'm not finding anything there. Got it. Thanks, this barrel. I'm not finding anything there. I mean, it's possible that I actually did get that treasure and didn't quite make as good use of it as I should have. Is there any way in here? Not seeing it. So I'm trying to hit every single space here in the map. There's no way, it seems like a little weird space there, but how do I get in here? Oh, there we go. Thought that was a door. All right, well, I should be looking for doors here. How did I... How am I getting that? Is there an illusionary door right there? That does not look like a door. That's weird. Oh, well, here's this place again. Got it. Got it. Okay. Okay. All right. There's nothing else here. Right. I was getting sniped previously by the kobolds before I eliminated Norse. Good point. Got it. Okay. Well, I'm not finding, I mean, at this point, I'm not finding any treasure stash. So I think I might have, like I say, I think I might have gotten it and maybe, you know, spent a lot to level up somebody. And I did have at least one item that I dropped that I shouldn't have that was embarrassing. Okay, that looks like that. Okay. Unless there's one of these little spaces that has an illusionary door that I haven't tried. I couldn't get in here, but that looks like that. Okay, so yeah, now I just have to find the well again. Eh? I guess that's the message when you come down the well, right? Okay, back to secret door and the well, and I will climb up the rungs. There you go. Yep, yep. Do you want to climb back down? No. So let me encamp and save this. Okay, so the game is going faster than, again, I had a lot of trouble with the slums, and then the game's going faster once you stop letting yourself get bogged down by that. So next block, right? If I go west, that's Podal Plaza. If I go south, that's Mendor's Library. My heart's in the library, right? I'm a book guy. So my heart's with the library. I'm gonna try that. People have been talking about Podal Plaza for a while. The library is a new piece of business. So hopefully it's not overly high level. Podal Plaza is a stealth mission. That's okay. That's another reason why I'm not good at that kind of thing. You might be better at that than I am. So let's try this library area. All right, interesting. So big brick wall here. So I guess I'll scope around the outside first. Now this tunnel probably goes to Cadorn's textile house, right? Which we just heard about. But I'm gonna try to stay mission focused and try to find stuff in this library here. Yeah, okay, right. South of the library, I'm looking at the river there, right? I'm looking at the Bay of Phlan. That makes sense. It's big. Okay, so here's a door here. Let me just go all the way around it, actually. Is that the only door in the place? Right, this is on the corner by the bay. It's really big. Okay, there's just the one door on the south, unless there's an... Oh, no, there's another door here. Okay, so which door should I... I'm going to go through that door to the south. That feels, I don't know, possibly less guarded. Oh, it's freaking huge. Yeah, let's try this. Oh, knock. I don't think I've seen knock as an option before. I'm going to try to pick it. I don't think that worked. I'm going to knock it. Is this terrible? That did nothing. Okay, that didn't do anything. Oh, it's locked. Oh, I see. So maybe they're talking knock spell. Is that what they're talking about? Which I don't have. And it's not letting me. It's not letting me try to pick it twice. Okay, well that's just not an option then. I mean, I don't have this on that scroll. Hey, how do I use a scroll? I actually don't know how to. I actually, off the top of my head, I don't know how to use a scroll. So I've got it. I got this magic scroll in Nirjarini's hands. Do I hit use? Oh yeah. Okay, there you go. I hit use. Okay, so I ready it and hit use. Okay. And neither of those are a knock spell, so those aren't going to do me any good. Okay. So I'm out of options. I guess I got to go through the front way, which I didn't want to do. Foiled by a locked door. Oh, really? If I walk back, I mean, if I step back and walk back up, I can try to pick it again. Now, to date, I haven't actually succeeded at picking a door ever. Ah, you're right. Nope. And I can't bash it either, eh? Bash it. Pick it. Nope. Okay, well, we tried. Whoops. Trying to dive into the river there. Okay, front door it is. Oh, this is also locked. Oh, beautiful. Well, that's... Huh. Okay, so do I... Huh. So am I stuck until I get a knock spell? I guess that's the deal. Interesting. Oh, yeah, thanks. Get out of search mode there. Interesting. So I feel like... Unless I get a mega high character or a knock spell, it seems like I'm locked out of the library at the moment. Okay, so that's how I'm going to read that. It's interesting this knock option showed up. I feel like I haven't seen that before, but I don't have a knock spell. So let's look at some other place. So I feel like, I mean, I'm right by Cadorna's textile house, so let's try that. Camp, I'm going to save just in case I'm about to stumble into a TPK. So let's check out Cadorna's textile house. We just saw that. So a hidden family treasure. Let me go to the south. I don't like that big open space there. Evil-looking frogs boil up from below. Ah. Okay, so are these guys poisonous? I mean, toads are... This is Melon. Wait a minute. I'm going for the sleep spell. Yeah, poisonous frog. Okay, so I've got to pull out all the stops on this. Don't let attacks happen here. That might have not been the best way to use. So by putting it in the middle, that wasn't the best use of that. Anywho, let's try... Okay, so I can, since they're asleep, I can move back, and now I can use the ranged weapon. Good. Okay, that's good. Fuck. God damn it. Did he save? Did he save? He saved. Jeez, I thought he was... God. I thought Rollin was just butt packing it in. Okay, no, I can't shoot from there. Yeah. Whoops. That'll get your attention. Cool. Okay. All right. So that's that. Suppose I could save an arrow by using melee instead. Okay, and that's why we like sleep. That was a difference between... if they'd all won initiative, that would be a near total party kill. Okay, 52 experience. That's not huge. Doesn't look like there's any treasure. I'm gonna look here. Now, if poisonous frogs are common wandering things, I'm gonna turn off search. Try to find some promising locate. You find a page from a diary and place it in your journal under entry. I missed what that was. I don't suppose any caught what journal entry that was. I'm gonna have to rewind the tape. Okay, so I'm hoping it isn't like super important right this second, like a secret code word. Okay, a wide variety of random counters, so I don't know what I'm gonna face then. I'll go look at the tape later and see what the journal entry was. Hopefully it wasn't a super critical keyword or something. So I'm gonna look here. Locked door, pick it. Hasn't worked yet. Bash it. Okay, that worked. Interesting. Look here. Okay, so there's a tunnel back to the library that I can't get into. Oh, I just picked a lock for the first time. Good job, Rollin. Guess I'm gonna search this space here. Oh, what is that? Oh, there's ghouls. Okay. Some ghouls decide to add you to their menu. Okay, so once again, 2 hit dice. And in AD&D, they punch way above their weight class, as we say. I feel like ghouls are like the single most dangerous low hit die creature. So they get 3 attacks. They paralyze you on any particular attack. Not great. Oh, journal entry 11. Okay, let me go. Thank you for that. Let's see what that is right now. Okay, journal entry 11. A mangled page of fine paper with entries written in a very fine hand. He is livid, quote, he is livid about the okay. He's livid about the undead coming out of Valhingen graveyard. 3 times he has sent assault groups, 3 times none have returned. He dares not send any of the priests of Bane to clear the graveyard. He assumes that if a priest could wrest control of the undead from the current master, that the priest would then become a threat to his power. I suggested that if we could neutralize the power that leads the undead, that we could then use the undead as a tool. He thought on this and then ordered me to find out who or what is in control of Valhingen graveyard. Preliminary investigation shows that the graveyard is controlled by a being of great power, perhaps a vampire or demon. Holy smoke. I shall expend a few scouts and low-level priests to find out more information. Possibly a vampire or a demon. So we've heard about Valhingen graveyard a couple times. That seems to track with stuff we're seeing around here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure hold person wouldn't work either. Okay, but I can turn him. There's another reason why it would be nice to have Payton around. Okay, 6 ghouls. That's 18 attacks if they put them all on top of me. Now here, I definitely don't want to pull my trick of like moving out of range to use a bow, because it's going to be an enormous number of attacks. Oh shit, it's a white. Oh my God in heaven. Okay, let me think about it. So whites obviously drain levels. I need a magic item to hit them, which I have. 3 hit dice. Really, does Stinking Cloud not work against them? You know, okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to go grab my my player's handbook, actually. You sure about that? I mean, of course, it could be in the monster listing. It certainly makes sense. I mean, I've looked this up before. I mean, the number of things that the book technically says they're immune to are very limited. These creatures are subject to all attack forms except sleep and charm spells. That's what the monster manual says. They can be turned by clerics. Now they're not going to be susceptible to a whole person, because that's the spell specifically delineates what you can use them against, and it's not this. So I actually am going to try Stinking Cloud. How about that? So now the question is, does shortbow +1 make the arrow count as magic when it hits something like a white? You know, it makes sense, right? I totally sympathize with it. If I was a DM running the game myself, I might say the same thing. But I've looked that up in the past, and I'm actually I was pretty cognizant about how very limited the restrictions are in first edition. They're a lot less than you'd expect. And they're also all over the map, right? They don't have, there's no universal rule for undead do this. Like it's bits and pieces, and they differ by every undead type too. Let me just see, because this will actually answer a question about whether the magic bow counts as magic on this white. Could go either way. I think that technically by the book of first edition, the answer should be no here, but the answer is no. Okay, I'm going to document that. I'm not super surprised about that. So magic bow does not make the arrow count as magic. Okay, good to know, good to know. Okay, so hearten. Yeah, I guess I actually will. I will take your advice and throw some oil is what I'll do. Can I do this? I can't do that. I don't hit with the oil very often. Oh, that was Griffith. Oh, God. Oh, I forgot the turn. God damn it. Lord. I'm so anti-cleric. It's so hard for me to remember to use the turning. Sake. Okay, turn. What I should have done before. Great. Okay, so that's good. Now Griffith can take out this. Oh, is he not helpless? Ah. Oh, the white is not helpless. Oh, that's scary. That's good. This is a scary fight. Shit. Oh, nice. Okay, so well, that's interesting. So I tried to. Fuck. So just lost a level there on Cadell. I'm gonna bandage is what I'm gonna do. Okay, so at least Rollin isn't dead. That's good. And I can't do any damage with this bow. I mean, do I? I don't have magic. Oh, okay. And that's why we have that. Yeah, that was no, not quite. Okay, Nurturini can't do anything. Got a Raven Feeblement. I could use the... I mean, using the haste spell seems wasteful. Okay. Okay, that's it, right? Whew, all right. Okay, and I'm being... And previously I was told you should get in the habit of chasing the fleeing monsters. I'm going to switch back to non-magic arrows. Good. I was worried, you know, I've been worried for a while, like what happens the first time I see a white? And I guess that was it. So nobody died. I did lose 1 level. So I'm going to say I got out of that pretty easy. Interesting question, Simon. So asking if I can restore a level at the temple. Good question, right? So there's a restoration spell in D&D. I guess I should go look for that. Is that it? Good. Guess that's it, right? I honestly don't know what I can do to make myself remember to use the turn. Okay, so there's about 200 experience per character. Doesn't look like there's any treasure there. I'm gonna look, because I'm already searching this area, aren't I? Okay, let's cast some stuff. See how many hit points people have. At low levels, probably better to just suck it up and regain XP the old-fashioned way. I can see the argument. Jeez, 1 hit point. Okay, so Griffith is down by 4. Cadell, yeah, lost a level. So I'm not entirely sure what his current hit points are. I'm not sure what his current max hit points are, actually. Well, that stinking cloud was important. That was important that the stinking cloud worked. Okay, that's a little better. And then that's a lot of Cure Light Wounds, actually. I should probably have him start to take a Detect Magic, probably. Okay, so Rollins at 11 out of 13. Griffith is 15 out of 19. I have no idea what Cadell's hit points are currently. Okay, so at least 14. That's interesting. I guess as a multi-class, right? Any one particular level isn't worth that many hit points, actually. I guess I'm mostly just curious what his hit points are now. Yep, 50. I was about, yep, of course, the answer is going to be one more. Okay, should I push my luck more in this area? Or should I go back to town? Let me save the game here. I feel like I got out of that fairly easy. I'm gonna push my luck a little bit here. I have sleep spells. I don't have the stinking cloud anymore. Let's try a little bit more searching. Oh shit, are you kidding me? Oh fuck. Oh fuck. On the current question, I will point out that I do have search on the whole, permanently at the moment. I mean, I hope there's no white. There's another white. Oh fuck me. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh jeez. So both my so I just attempted to turn with both my clerics and they both failed. Well, now I'm screwed, eh? Oh god, I hate this. Okay, that's a screw up. That mea culpa. That's a screw up. I'm gonna shut this down. I'm gonna restore the game. My bad. Monsters rejoice. Let me just shut this down and I'm gonna load the game before I just go through this massacre that's about to happen. Ah. Sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, okay. I'll just walk around again. I'm pretty sure oh, for Pete's sake. Well, okay, so here's the disadvantage to me searching all the spaces. But these I can deal with. If they don't all win initiative. Okay, what would be best here? That would get 5. That would get 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That seems pretty good. Yeah, I suppose I should probably do like a recap, like a retrospective episode after I get done with this. I already got that one. You know, this is going to look silly, but okay, little friendly fire there, but I'd rather have all these poisonous frogs down for the count than take a chance that somebody gets poisoned. Oops, right. He doesn't have any weapon. Okay. So there's that. Okay, so that's obviously a wandering monster, I guess, because there's no treasure popping up. And horribly, I guess maybe that ghoul encounter is also a wandering encounter. I thought with the white that was like some kind of special thing, and now I'm like, ugh. If there's a whole bunch of that popping up, that's crazy. So I don't want to spend too much time going back over this same territory. I'm going to read that as a wandering encounter. That's if I'm getting more than one of those, that's clearly a wandering encounter. So I'm going to turn off the search, and I will look for some safe place to get out. Fuck. Huh. Well, this is super bad. Jeez, I might not be able to get out. Assuming I can't encamp here to get the stinking cloud back, I'm in bad shape actually. I mean, maybe if the turn works. Griffith is still asleep? Oh, good Lord. Wow, I guess I don't know how the duration works. Well, this is super, super bad. Griffith, my cleric who can turn, is currently asleep. Yeah. Can't shoot the white. So this makes 3 paralysis saves or something? I have haste on a scroll. I have ray of enfeeblement on a scroll. 5 minutes per level of caster. Yeah, somebody's using him as a human shield. It's funny. This brings to mind a funny story from my fair going days when I used to show animals at a fair and stay over for a week. But that's a long story. I mean, how much good is Ray of Enfeeblement going to do? Do I want to use haste here on this wandering encounter? I'm amazed Cadell is not paralyzed. Each non-search move is 1 minute. Well, that my clever use of collateral damage blew up in my face horribly. Whoops! Right, this is hardened. Turn fails. That's not good. Okay, at least he goes down. You can do this. You can do this. Come on, one more. I totally don't understand why Cadell isn't paralyzed yet. Well, here goes Harton. Damn it. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, I wish that had happened one round earlier. Oh, yeah. All right. And half elves, right? I completely forgot that Cadell was a half elf. No, there's absolutely nothing New Gerani can do right now. No, all right, this asshole's coming back. Okay, there's the paralysis. Okay, now this is much more horrible than the last one. Is that it for him? No, it's not. Shit. Wow, I wish I had a magic weapon. And I don't. Shit. Fuck. I need much bigger damage. Okay, well, that wasn't that bad. Damn it. Fuck. Well, all right, so do I live with this? So I lost. I totally lost somebody. So Cadell's dead, right? Cadell's actually dead. And Rollin lost 2 levels. Yak. And Cadell had lost a level before that. So should I restore this? Should I restore this game or should I live with this? You know, okay, so I'm not even sure I can get out of this block the way things are going. So both my clerics are down. So I don't have any healing. And I'm not even sure it's possible for me to get out of this block the way this is going. Let me, okay, I'm going to just try to get out of the block, because if this is a TPK, I'll probably restore. But let me just see if I can get out of the block. If I can't, I guess I can. That's a little rough. I mean, I assume I can't encamp here. Not that there's any monsters showing up outside the library. Okay, so here I'm in Kudo as well. Can I encamp here upstairs? guess the answer is yes. So I can get everybody back, except Rollins now first level, right? First level fighter. I'm going to restore that. Okay, so I'll give one of the I'll give another one of the monsters. I am going to restore that. Now I'm not out of the woods because just getting out of this area without more losses is a challenge. So I'm going to try one more time to just get out of the textile house without losing anybody else. I was feeling good about this game. I was kind of patting myself on the back, but my misinterpretation is I thought, okay, get the search off. I thought that the Ghoul white fight was like a set piece, and it being just one random encounter that can happen over and over again. That is much worse. Okay, I'm just trying to get out. Yeah, I saved it inside the textile house. Like right after. Okay, so the exit's right here, right? Okay, all right. Whew, okay. Okay, so I'll call that. So I've managed to pull back most of my party. Interesting. So there's a whole bunch of freaking ghouls and whites running around. That's nasty. I hear what you're saying, Desparrow. I mean, I am kind of committing to risky behavior. I'm trying to not to game the saves as much as possible, unless the whole party gets devastated. Should I try that? Should I try to scout more in the textile house here? Like if I... Okay, now Cadell is still down a level, right? So, okay, so we have the question: Can I restore the level? Can I restore the level back at town? But counter argument: low level like this, maybe I should save the money and just re-earn the level. What was that? Was it? It must have been a level of fighter, right? So Cadell's got 15 hit points. You know, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to try to live with this. Okay, so memorize this. I think I'm going to try to play with what I've got currently. What is good against undead? Almost none of this is good against undead, eh? Good against the frogs. I will take one detect magic. And that stinking cloud was like... I had one good fight and a couple bad fights. Okay, Rollin needs 2 days and Griffith needs 4 days, so... Eat your party members. Thanks, Nirufa. I'm gonna... You know, sometimes you got to do that. I'm not going to say you never do that. You know, push comes to shove. Yeah, sometimes you got to do that. Okay, so I will actually save this here. I'm committing to the bit here. I am saving this. Interesting. So you use the cures on the undead. That's interesting. I mean, I feel like that's just. I mean, I tend not to do that as a player, for what it's worth. I tend to feel like the effect is just the same as, you know, a weapon hit. Now the question is, does it automatically happen, or do you have to roll a 2-hit roll? Is it really? I think I see why you're saying that. So certainly in first edition, right, you can use a Raise Dead offensively against undead, but I don't think you can use the other spells. Yeah, I think in first edition the only thing that works like that is Raise Dead. Yeah, newly made undead excluding skeletons, which fall within the days of dead, are affected by Raise Dead spells, and then they become resurrected. Weird. Okay, but yeah, the other cure spells I don't think that do that. Totally, I mean, totally agree. I mean, you know, that's part of the problem when you get. I mean, the fight happens. I'm already in contact. Running away would give free attacks, and that's among the reasons that I'm not super fond of that rule. Yeah, let me take another. I'm going to take another crack at that. So certainly, if I have one of those fights, I can drop the Stinking Cloud on them to pretty good effect. Plus, if I have both my clerics not asleep, I can hit him with turns. Let me try that again. Okay, and also this is too dangerous for me to walk around with the search on all the time, unfortunately. Hey, R. Nathan. The monsters have rejoiced twice tonight. I just for those of you just joining, I will point out the monsters have rejoiced twice tonight. I have had to reload twice. I had a fight against undead that I thought I was being super perfect. Fuck. Okay, so here's the scorpions. Are they huge or giant or large? Probably huge, I'm guessing. Backed into this room here. Okay, okay, I did. Wow. So this game has like all the different varieties of scorpions. That's bizarre. Okay, so I guess I can just drop a sleep right there. Yeah? Again, poison. I'm not going to mess around with things that are poisonous. Whoops, really? Okay. All right, a little bit of experience. No treasure again. I will just briefly look in this basic. Okay, turn off search. Did I have search on again? I guess in the save game, maybe. Gonna save that. I successfully picked a lock again. Can't do it twice, though. Okay, so this is the area where I ran into those ghouls I'm not super happy about. Yeah, I had one. Yeah, my Cadell character had one. Now they're multi-class, so it was like, I think they were at 3-2, and now they're at 2-2. And we're having a bit of a debate about can we go back to town and get it restored, or should we just like get more experience? Okay, anyway, so I'm currently entering a weedy, garbage-strewn courtyard. A drum begins to beat and hobgoblins attack. Okay, and that is among the reasons I'm glad I have sleep spells. Okay, so here is Cadell, one level down. I've seen more hobgoblins in this. Okay, where is it? I think that right there is the best place. Interesting point, Nathan, yeah. Yeah, if there was a code word to just get rid of all the hobgoblins would be nice. Okay, let me see here. So if I put it sleep, so I got these guys. If I put a sleep spell here, I'd get another 4. Seems good to me. Why are you guys talking shadows? Am I about to run into shadows? Is that what I'm getting? Or is that just are you just coincidentally talking about shadow strength draining? I feel like I want him gone. Good shot. Shadow Demons followed by Venger. I guess I'll switch to melee here. Super plot twist. Got it. I appreciate it. Yeah, no spoilers, please. I'll spoil everything myself later. Good. Okay, that's everybody's helpless. I am going to save arrows. Oh, was he not asleep? Sorry, dude. Hobgoblin leader, that's good. Melvin's one of the few people that doesn't have a magic melee weapon. But I've got her in the back row, so usually she's shooting missiles. Okay. Oh, right. Okay, that actually was a set encounter. So there actually is treasure here. This is kind of bullshit. I guess I'll take the longbows. And I guess I'll cast... so I guess I can't cast detect in this menu, right? I guess I'm still getting used to this. Okay. Yeah, and I will search immediately after I do this. You think I should surrender the sleeping hobgoblins? Yeah, right. Yeah, I've got it. I was thinking it's kind of too bad that the shops don't have any like rations or like wine, because I actually was thinking about buying some wine and dropping it and saying that I was pouring one out for my homies. Because I could do that holy oil or something. Okay, so my is there money? I don't even know. That's cruddy money. I will share it. I'll exit. Things seem strangely quiet. The drum has faded to silence. Let me look in this area. Okay, so at least in this particular area, there doesn't seem to be anything. Now I'm going to have Hearten cast detect. And if this bunch of swords isn't magical, I'll probably just dump them. Okay. So the quarterstaff and these bracers are magic, not too surprising, but I'm just going to dump these swords. Not too surprising there. Cool. Thanks, Simon. Thanks for checking in. I might as well just look at the other itemy things. I don't think there's anything else that we're surprised by. I think we knew all that. Okay, now it is, so we just ticked past 1 a.m. here in New York time, which is my reputed end time. So I think I'm gonna pull back out of the textile area, and I might have one. I'm worried about having to fight another undead bunch. So let me pull out of here, and then I'll encamp, and I'll probably sign off for the night right after that. Oops, I don't have focus. Right, and have I saved here? I'm gonna save here. Okay, so now I'm just trying to get back. Whoops, I'm in this area. Okay, great. And I'll get over to Kudo's Well that I know is safe. Cool. Camp in, I'm going to save here. Okay, so that's another night. So pretty good progress. So I guess Kudo's Well was mostly cleared out already. The main thing with the Bandit Lord there, I had beat him before. So good to confirm that. Clear out those 2 blocks. Interesting that Mendor's library here seems to have me locked out until I get a knock spell. I tried picking and bashing the door a whole bunch of times, and that wasn't happening. So I guess I needed a knock spell. So Cadorna Textile House, pretty tough. I think we all agree that like big mobs of ghouls with a white, that's pretty sketchy. I'm feeling my loss of my main cleric even more. I'm glad that I have Cadell, the half elf, up front to not get paralyzed by the ghouls. That's handy. I'm glad that I remembered that Stinking Cloud actually probably would work against them, which was surprising. If I hadn't researched that fairly recently, that probably would have been pretty surprising. So I wonder what I should do next time. Should I go to the Podal Plaza area, or should I keep bashing against this Textile House area? I don't know. I don't know if anybody has any opinions about that. Interesting. Yeah, that was not that actually was a fairly low-key hobgoblin fight, all things considered, right? We've had much bigger humanoid fights before that, but I'm not going to look that gift horse in the mouth. I do not want a double-sized undead fight right at the moment. That would suck. Yeah, bash the textile area. Supposedly there's some big hidden treasure there, so I'm pretty interested in that. The other thing, if you're telling me that the Podal Plaza is a stealth mission, then I'm like, I don't know. I'm sure there are people out there that really enjoy stealth missions. I'm not the biggest stealth dude, and of course I have my characters are all plodding around in plate mail, so it seems antithetical to how I've got my party constructed. Yeah, that would be nice. I guess I am going to commit to. I'm going to commit to. Cadell lost 1 level. I've seen worse. Certainly the multiverse branch that we did see, where multiple people lost levels and Cadell actually died, that's a much worse situation. So having 1 level gone is you kind of count your blessings, all things considered. It's interesting in first edition when I DM original games, I do give a saving throw for lost levels. That's not in the book, but I feel like it's horrifying enough to like hand a die to the player and say at this point you get to make a saving throw or you lose a level. Like that's already horrifying enough that I personally kind of like a saving throw for that. Even though that's a little bit more generous than first edition is really written. So. Okay, interesting. Okay, so I'll look forward. I guess we'll have some variety of stuff coming up in the near future. Don't forget, we will be back with our Sunday talk show, 1 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday. We'll be back. And this Sunday, we actually have a guest. We have Jason Morningstar, who is the award-winning game designer who wrote Fiasco and his game that came out just this year is called Desperation. And of course, we've talked about and we've played Fiasco a number of times on the channel, so we're pretty interested in getting to talk to Jason Morningstar. I'm sure we'll have questions about Fiasco. We'll be talking about his new game, Desperation. He does a whole lot of, his games tend to be like horror-based, and it tends to be kind of real world, like feel the horror in the world around us based. So we feel that it's very, that aspect is very, very old school. So if you have questions about Fiasco or any of Jason's other games, feel free to tune in and we'll try to get your question to him on Sunday. And of course, I will be back next late Thursday night for more of this game that seems to have a pool in it that seems to be important. There you go. Thanks for checking up on the whites there, Kamikaze Mark. It's fun, first edition. Sometimes it's hard. It's easy to miss the text, right? Sometimes it's easy to miss the text. They don't use the exact same language all the time for the ghouls and the whites and the wraiths that can bring people back as other undead. So I myself tend to lose track of that text sometimes. So thanks for looking at that. Yep. It is in those blocks, both in original and first edition. They do have that for those undead types. Okay, so good to keep that in mind. I'm glad nobody came back at me as another piece of undead tonight. Now I'm going to have trouble sleeping over that. That's going to be super scary if that happens. Anyway, thanks so much for hanging out, you guys, and giving me the giving me the wingman assist. As usual, it's more fun and it really helps me out. So we'll come back next week and we'll try it again. Have a good weekend, everybody. See you later.